Angelo Coppola caught up with one aircraft executive to get a sense of exactly what goes into these kind of deals, especially in a post-Brexit world.
It's topical right now and it's in everybody's mind. It's Brexit. And I know it's early days yet, but your thoughts about what potentially could be the impact for African carriers or African countries who have aircraft flying into the UK or into the EU?
Where I think we may find a major impact is that we have been very focused on being able to work with a large number of banks, all based in the city, in Canary Wharf in the UK. Are all those banks going to be there today? Are they going to move? I don't think we know the answer today, at least I don't. I think it depends on what happens to the market. Some banks have started to say, well, we're going to here, we're going over there.
Aircraft financing is a really big deal. It's huge amounts of capital. It's a huge long-term commitment. What trends are you seeing on the African continent when it comes to financing aircraft generally?
There are more airlines willing to lease airplanes, and there are more lessors willing to lease into Africa. That's a sign of a healthier environment, that the lessor is willing to put their asset in Africa and knows the asset is going to be secure. On the other hand, the one that's probably even more exciting to me is to start seeing more African banks willing to finance acquisitions of airplanes for African airlines.
Some time ago, a couple of years ago, I guess, it was always difficult to get from one place to another in Africa without having to fly to Europe or maybe to one of the other hubs, Johannesburg being one of them. How have things changed in the last, say, 5 to 7 years?
The lack of a consistent regulatory environment in Africa, where we knew whether you were in the West Africa or in East Africa or in the center, that there is a regulatory environment that keeps commercial aviation safe, sound and secure. Three things that we need to pay attention to. It's you want to know that if you're leaving wherever you're leaving from and going to another destination, airplanes are being operated safely. The security is the same, it's consistency. And until a few years ago, you did not have that consistency.